Hi there, James Neidlinger from 5 Ring Systems here with a clip about stepping, lunging, and incorporating those things into your Indian club practice. I had a gentleman contact me and he was asking how do you incorporate the Indian clubs into moving into the 8 cardinal positions. And I'm pretty sure what he meant was think the compass, right? I can go forwards, I can go backwards. That's 2. I can go left and right. 3 and 4. I can go diagonal, 5 and 6. And I can go diagonal on the opposite line, 7 and 8. So I've got 8 cardinal positions: forwards, backwards, left, right, 45, anterior, posterior, and lateral. I can step, and I'll define stepping as far as I can move my big toe without transferring weight. So I don't actually move weight past center of gravity. I stay nice and tall over my hips, over my heels. That's as far as I can step. If I go through the compass, it's pretty easy. Looks like a little river dance, but it makes some sense when you're moving. Okay, so that's stepping, right? Lunging would be as far as I can reach with the big toe, and then I transfer weight. In general, as a beginner, I recommend staying upright, heels on the floor, keep your hips under your shoulders, and just stay upright. Later, you can play around with things like S-lits, which would be if the arms are directly overhead, and I align the spine with the rear leg, either to the front, or an S-lit to the rear would be similar if the clubs were on the bottom. It would look something like this. If the clubs are on top, it is a significantly larger lever. So understand that an S-lit in this direction is going to be much more challenging than an S-lit in this direction. All right? All right. So moving into those 8 cardinal planes with the clubs. I recommend starting with a single club and pick one pattern to start getting the idea. The idea is that as the club passes the legs at the bottom of the movement, whatever the movement is. For this instance, I'm going to use movement number 1. So as the club passes my legs there, I can step and continue the movement, and then I replace or recover as the club comes out of the top. So again, I'm going to step when the club passes my leg there, and I'm going to recover to position there at the cast at the top. That is stepping, and I can step into all of the cardinal positions. If I lunge into the cardinal positions, then as I move through the movement, again, using movement number 1, as the club passes my leg at the bottom, I'm going to step, then transfer weight to the heel and lean into it, get my shoulders and hips over that ankle, and recover on the cast-off. Step, lunge, cast, recover. Figure that out. Work out the timing with a single club. When you've gotten the timing with a single club and you get the idea of the principle of allowing the club as it passes to be the cue to move into position, you can start playing around with double clubs. For double clubs, as the clubs both pass in the bottom, that's your cue to move. And as you go to the cast-off at the top, that is your cue to recover. In the symmetrical, let's say I'm moving through symmetrical with synchronous timing, symmetrical with synchronous timing, both clubs moving in the same direction with the same timing. As my right club, this one for our demonstration purposes, as my right club passes my leg, that's my step, and then again, the cast off. So I pick one club to be the cue to move. As the club passes, the body moves, right? If it's alternating, movement number 4, alternating, rising or falling in any direction, right? Either it's rising or falling. And as I go through the alternating swings, I'm going to pick one club. Again, I'm going to use my right arm. My right club, this one, is going to be the cue to move. So when my right club passes my leg right here. That's my cue to move, and the cast off is my cue to recover. The timing on this, asynchronous timing with a alternate pattern, is really important because I don't want to hit my leg here or here. I want to have the leg removed from the path of the club by the time I recover. So alternate swings tend to be suited better with a slightly slower pace. So make your timing appropriate for the movement that you have selected, whether it's parallel swings, alternate swings, whatever you're doing. Start with a single club, move forward until you've gotten a pretty good idea of what the timing required is for the club to pass at the bottom and for you to recover position as the club comes out of the top, and then start playing with double clubs. As you play with the double clubs, pay attention to your timing. Be very slow. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. We've all heard that for years and years and years, and if you haven't, now you have. Highly, highly recommend slow speed, and allow yourself to fail. Be okay with not being good at it, because I am terrible at a lot of things, and I just keep practicing and I get better. One of the reasons why I'm in the position I am now as a person who teaches other people internationally how to not only swing the clubs, but how to teach other people how to swing the clubs, is because I spent a lot of time failing. I have sat down and made as many mistakes as I could possibly make, and I'm guaranteed to make more. But I'm going to continue that process. And I highly encourage you to start with a single club, fail fast, fail often, fail forward, right? Fail forward. Hope this clip meets the criteria that the original gentleman had requested. He was looking for a way to incorporate the 8 cardinal positions into the club swing from the Thomas system, and I think this may answer the question. If it doesn't, hopefully he'll contact me again. For the other people who did not contact me regarding this, hopefully this is useful. I know that standing around swinging the clubs can be boring for some people. They find it not entertaining. And maybe the addition of movement with the lower body, including squats, right? We didn't cover that. But including moving into other positions and getting into and out of lunges and changing the patterns around, adding and subtracting whatever you feel necessary to maintain the integrity of the movement, complete it successfully, and still enjoy the practice that you're participating in. That is the highest point. Enjoy the practice you're participating in. If you're not enjoying it, you got to change something up. Make it fun, keep it happy, keep it light, have a good time, and consistently get better by failing forward. All right, y'all have a good day. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, hostile remarks, leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, send me an email. See you hopefully at one of the clinics, or if you walk in the doors here in Tacoma, Washington, I'd be happy to teach you anything you want to learn. Cheers, have a great day, get strong, stay strong, have fun, don't break.